So I showered this morning, and then I got ready for the day and decided that I was going to go conquer the world on my own. So, um, I left my flat and I went across the park, that's right next to my flat, and went over into the city by myself for the first time without a map, which was not very smart, but so I ended up trying to find food or anything that I could find that I don't have, which is a lot of things. So I ended up finding Subway. You like Subway sandwiches. So I of course went in and ate Subway, because it was something that I'm comfortable and used to, and because I've only been in the country for probably not even 48 hours. Um, I just am still looking and clinging on to those things that are comforts for me. Um, Otherwise, this would be really difficult if everything was just different. So I went and ate at Subway. Um, the guy, the guy there misunderstood me, or I just had no idea what I was doing, and he ended up toasting my sandwich. I said something about cheese, and he ended up toasting it. So I guess if that's my biggest failure, that's okay. So I ate it anyway. Dr. Pepper, by the way, is pretty much the same here, which is very good because I love Dr. Pepper. Um, and then I ventured more out into the city, just walking around, trying to find anything that I could really find, to see what the area was like. It reminds me a lot of New York City. I know people from New York probably would tell me that I'm crazy. This is not like New York City, but New York City is the only place that I have been that is busy like that. Has a lot of cars in the same area, a lot of smaller shops, with a lot of people walking around. So um, the park kind of reminds me of Central Park. There's a lot of people walking in it. There's people playing golf on my end of the park. Um, Kids were playing with, like, I don't know if it's a football or a rugby ball. I have no idea, but they were playing in the park. Um, and then, so I walked around downtown, um, found a place where they have soap, so that's good. It was really expensive, but I found soap because I totally forgot face wash at home, um, so I couldn't wash my face. So I finally found soap and decided to be a little bit adventurous and get some Scottish candy that are somewhat like Mentos. So haven't tried those out yet, but hoping I will. So I got lost on my little adventure. Didn't know where I was. I thought that I would eventually make it back to somewhere that I knew. I thought that I was going in some type of circle, but ends up I was, but I just wasn't on the right path. So I ended up stopping and asking for directions. The first two people that I asked on the street had no idea what I was talking about. They spoke English, but they have an accent, so it's sometimes difficult for me to understand what they're saying. And then, so one of them pointed me in the direction of the hotel lobby, so she pointed me exactly to the Meadows, which is the park that's across from my flat. So I thought that everyone would know where the Meadows is because it's apparently a big thing, like it's a giant park, but apparently people don't. So I made it back. When I walked in the door, my flatmate was walked out of her room, so we were able to meet each other. Her name is Lindsay. She's from New York. She's not from New York City, but she's like from rural New York, so that's cool. I'm glad that she's American and can speak English. And so we talked a little bit. Thankfully, I wasn't the only one that sat in the room crying yesterday, because she didn't know anyone. She was in the same boat as I was. Internet took forever to figure out, and she didn't have a converter, so She was using mine, which was good that I had one. We went to go find her some dinner and ended up just going to the grocery store that I went to yesterday. So we got some things that we needed here so that we can share, and it's a little inexpensive. So that was good. I'm really excited that I know someone now, and I'm not by myself. And I'm glad that I'm still stealing someone's Wi-Fi because I messed mine up. And hopefully the community or customer service guy will help me tomorrow actually so I can use a legit internet site. And let's see. Hopefully this blog gets updated a lot. I'm sitting in our kitchen, if you can't tell. There's some wonderful things in here. And I am right next to a window that looks over the meadows, so the park. And there is a golf tavern right below us. So that's cool. There's music playing there right now, so I can hear that. That's really super awesome. There's a lot of people probably getting drunk down there right now too. So that's the truth. Tomorrow we have like induction things or something at the school, so we need to figure out how to take a bus or how to actually get to our campus. So that's going to be interesting too. Hopefully we'll find a department store tomorrow too so that we can get some more things because we have the bare necessities right now, which we still need a couple more necessities. But it's interesting. I still love people's accents. I think they're really funny. I kind of giggle to myself when people walk by and I can hear them. Oh yeah, the subway today that I was in had like drawings and pictures of New York on the walls. It had like Manhattan and Uptown, the Bronx, all that kind of stuff. And they had like maps of New York, and so I felt a little at home there. Because it was something that I could cling to. And then I also overheard a lady that walked past me talking about someone going to New York. So I was like, well, maybe there's something that I don't know about New York that people really like here. So that was interesting. Anything else that's happened? I've had some really weird experiences, but they've been good. I guess they're kind of normal, but I don't think Maddie is here yet. She is another girl that goes to Nebraska Wesleyan with me. She's an English major too. She is studying at the same university as me this semester. And she was supposed to be here today, but I don't think she's arrived yet. So I was really looking forward to that, but I guess I'll just have to wait for another day or whenever she gets here. So until then, you can read my blogs.